Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another pointless city skyline experimental video, and today I am going to be answering the question that nobody has ever asked before in their whole entire lives. Yo, Seniac! Can trains go underwater? Now, no one's asked this question because we probably all know the answer. No, Seniac, they can't go underwater unless they go under it into a tunnel that goes under the water. Then maybe yes, technically, logistics, legalities, you can kind of claim that you do go underwater right now. But I mean truly, what if we placed a train line in the water? Is it possible to turn these little bad boys into submarines? That is what we're going to find out today, guys. Now, if you do enjoy this, I want to see more pointless city skyline experimental videos in the future, then make sure you do smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, get off that right now, damn fool you. So, we've got a beautiful industrial and shopping area over one side of the river right now. And on this side, we have the residential area. Now, they are connected up by a road. They can do what they've got to do. Things are working perfectly. But the easiest way for them to kind of transport from one side to the other right now is by using this train. It's so popular, in fact, that people are coming in their thousands right now to be able to get on and off these beautiful train line. Now, I'm about to make their lives a whole lot more difficult, or I'm about to create a beautiful little tourist trap that is going to bring a lot of people flocking to this area to view the submarine trains. Now, at the minute, it goes across the water with a bridge. Standard stuff, right? Standard stuff. I mean, we all know about these bridges. We all implement these types of bridges in our own cities right now. But we are building, or trying to slightly build, the lost city of Atlantis. Underwater trains. So, let's pause. Actually, no. Let's play. I'm going to do this all in real time and just watch them squirm. So, if I kind of delete all of this... Now, if I just do the basic kind of setup as if I were building a cross in a straight line, it will default it to building a bridge, as you can see. So if I make it kind of stick to the ground, it will automatically go BAM! Oh no, okay, so it's elevated the train line above. Okay, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted, game. You show me up right now. You show me up, game. You're showing me up right now. Right, so let's do that again. If I bring it down to here. No, still don't want to do it. Can I really not build underwater? Is this really a thing right now? So, okay, well, if I do it this way without aligning down, so, there we go. So if I bring it to 0, okay, we're going to have to keep it to -2, because any other version or way of it is going to kind of cause a little bit of chaos. But if I go normal length just here, we're all back to normal. So we now technically have this beautiful train line that is not connected right now. Let me fast forward. Let me see if it will actually automatically connect with the line. Even though it's going under the water, it should still be able to say that, yo, this is the train line. Maybe not. Maybe not. What if I kill it off and place in a new one? So it still won't even do it, even though we've got that kind of placed down. Now, is that because I deleted the line after? What happens if I forcibly try to kind of, separate the water first and then bring it in? That could be a little bit of an idea. So what I'll do is we'll kind of we'll place it back in again. Actually, no, not place it back in. We'll raise the water. So bring it, not raise the water, sorry. Raise the water. Raise the trade line, Zodiac. Raise the trade line right now. So if I select all of this and I align it to be the same height. So align to object height of you. It elevates it all up. It's all nice and clean. It's squeaky. The train line should then be able to connect from over here to over here and then back. No problems. Now, I told you this is going to be a slight issue because nobody ever does this kind of stuff. Only your boy. Only your boy is willing to take it this far. So if I bring this down. So if I bring it down to the point where it slowly starts to flood a little. Do we still get to keep our train line? We do. That's very important that we do that. So, oh, there we go. I'm all over the place right now. Bring it down even further. Do I still get to hit the train line, or does it then snap and break? No, it then officially snaps and breaks. So this is going to be very interesting. This is going to be very interesting right now. So, my next option is then to bring it back up again to here. To the point where it kind of semi gets passed over by the water. Train line works on one side, so we know as soon as water kind of goes over it, it's pretty much game over. Interesting. Now that is what we know from the vanilla side, but your boy has got a little bit of something extra in his back pocket right now. I do have something extra in my back pocket, and that is taking a look at the advanced vehicle options. So within here, we can change a lot of the statistics about the vehicles, and the one thing I'm going to do right now is go to the... Where are the trains? Trains, passenger. So we have two variations of it. We have the engine, and we have the trailer, in a sense. Now, what I want to do is I want to increase. I'm actually going to pause it right now. The acceleration, the maximum speed. This is what I want to increase. So as soon as it leaves the station, it goes like a rocket. And I'm hoping that kind of momentum that it creates with the propulsion that it's kind of caused will be enough to push that train through the whole river system. So if I say, and I'm going to go like ridiculous, 15,000 kilometers the maximum speed. Acceleration is 10. I'll do the braking as 20. I kind of add a 0 on each one because it's going to be, it needs to stop down quite quick. So the only reason doing that on the speed being so high is it will never reach it, but it's always nice to kind of have that thrown in there. So as soon as the train leaves the station, I'm hoping I enter that. Oh, damn. So you can see the acceleration it's got, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Now, what if I added another 0 on it? I'm probably going to regret this. You ready? So if I put it into play mode, we're going to see this. Hopefully, we might see this rocket off. It might even derail. But once I've got that the logistics of that all kind of set up. There we go. There we go. So you can see I've literally broken the train at this point. 100's a little bit too much. It is a little bit too much. But does it sail through? We'll fast forward. The noses of the train. Oh, I've killed the train. I have officially killed the train. So 10 was fine. I'll put it to 20. I'll double what we had originally. And put this to 40. Put this to 20. And then put this to 40. Oh my goodness me. Right. Once we've got like a decent kind of setup, and that they work, so even that might be still a little bit too much. Right, will it shoot off? Now we're breaking the train line because the water going over again. Yeah. And I've only got one train on the system at the minute. Where's my other train? Right, there we go. So that pushes on through. We're all good. I think we can be happy with that speed. Anything else is a little bit too crazy. A little bit too crazy. So, water goes over. And then it is what it is. After that, there's not really much we could pretty much do because they claim the track should be empty. But it's okay. We could do this. So, we're going to pick various points right now and just kind of slightly drop it down. So if I pick, for example, from here to about there, and just slightly drop them down to the point where the water just gently pushes over, is all I want it to do. And I'm hoping then with the momentum that we've currently got, we can see. So is that enough where it's now over? Does it kill off all my routes? No. We are technically, in some parts, going through the water, but we're not underwater just yet. So we got to do this in baby steps. In baby steps, boys. So we are now officially in the water. Do we still get to keep our train line? We still get to keep it. Nope, it's dying off. It's dying off. So, the answer to this experiment so far is no. You cannot make trains go underwater. But we have a plan B in our pocket for when all of this now fails. We do have, technically, a plan B. I mean, they're still trying to push it when it's available, and it does get stuck slightly, but we do have a plan B. So, we are now going to jump to said plan B. So we're going to pause. We're going to raise this above so the train line comes back to normal, which it should now both sides. Hold on. Well, it does. Make sure that there's no trains currently crossing over, which there isn't. And then I'm going to select all of this, right, to go down and be actually, you know what? Let me delete it. I'll delete it and we'll add it in ourselves. So we know categorically that this is now going to be underwater. Okay? It's underwater. There's no question about it. So we still have the train line hooked on it. We have the advanced vehicle stuff here. The acceleration gets a little bit too crazy, so hopefully we can kind of... Do you know what? I feel like we might be able to get away with it. So by saying... Oh, is it broken already? Don't tell me is it broken already? Oh no, I think we've broken it. We need it as it's just about to shoot off, don't we? Everyone's now leaving. The trains are now flashing. Right, okay, so we'll get them because I can undo it. Align to object height of view. We'll get them as they just as they set off. So just as it sets off there, I can then undo it, and then we can see if this train here that's now about to come in does go underwater. Oh, and it's got stuck. It will not be a submarine. It refuses to be a submarine. Why? Even with the speed that your boy has set, we still cannot do it. I feel shook off to the max. So now then, we have to break game logic, okay? At this point, we break the game logic, or at least try to break the game logic. Now, this is all based off normal terrain, normal water flowing through. Now, what if we implemented, let's say, a canal, and then tried to anarchy a railway through it? Now, that is pushing boundaries, Seniac. You're pushing boundaries now, my boy. Right, so if I select it here, if I go straight across to there, that all dives in. Now, the only reason I'm kind of thinking that this... you know, I say this might work. This is not going to work. But the only reason I kind of, like, you know, bring it up is because the canal is not part of the land where the water flows. So I don't know whether we can kind of implement in stuff within inside of it and it could still potentially work. So I'm going to have to anarchy this through, which is... It's not going to like it. But if I do it... Now, the railway is floating. See, this is where we kind of break in the game logic. So I'll give it a moment for everything to kind of sort itself out. I'll delete that bit just there. I'll delete this bit just here. And if I choose to maybe elevate the whole of this, so it's now not part of the ground, and then we drop it down. But it's being dropped inside of a canal. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's probably not going to work. It's probably not going to work at all. But buildings, props, does that class? It's still there. Right, I still want to need nodes and segments, surfaces, decals. So there's not really much I'm going to be able to do with this because I still want... Ah, there we go. There we go. So if I select it to, let's say, here... Yeah, and bring it down. It still gets classed that it's in the water and it will break everything. And the train will not leave. So even trying to break the game logic in that kind of sense still won't do it. But, now I don't know how this is going to work. What if I upgraded to a tunnel? Now, you could say, Sediak, you are no longer doing what you said you would do. And that is true. That is very true right now. But can we still get away with that? Probably not. Only reason being is... Oh, hold on. It's all going wrong here. The entry is still covered in water. That's the only problem there at that point. So even when we're trying to implement the canal system in, the game is still not going to want to do anything about it. So my third option that I now have is... Let me delete all of this. And now I've got to delete the tunnel. There is a third option that we have to play around with. And if this doesn't work, then it's unfortunately, guys, we can't create those beautiful submarines. Those beautiful train submarines that we all know and wish we could build. But build this straight across. Didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Can I now got to freaking delete all this? Damn it, game! Right. Apparently it's plus... Okay, nope. -2. There we go. So, my other option is rocks. Okay? This... I mean, I'm pushing right now, guys. I'm pushing right now to try and get this to work. So my other option is rocks. And you may be thinking, well, what? Sediak, this makes no sense. Well, when you place a rock in, the water technically can't go around or through it. It only happens to certain rocks where the water flow does not work. It only happens to certain rocks. And I've got to find those certain rocks right now. If I bring a big boulder there. Because it literally does stop a water flow at a certain extent. But I can't remember what rocks it was that does it. That's my next problem. Because I've tried to add rocks in the past when I've been building. To stuff like waterfalls that kind of makes it look kind of nice. And the flow of the water goes a little bit funky, to say the least. Right, if I drop a ton there, it glitches out the water to the most part. And I don't think that this is going to want to have anything to do with it either. Now, if I dropped a big boy there like that. So you can see how it kind of messed up the water. There's like a little hole going through. Now, look at this. I know it's dispersed the water, but can we truly claim that we're underwater right now with a train line? The answer is no. The answer is no, guys. We can't do it like that. And it brings the water back. So, are we going to have to claim defeat on this one? Well, we might be having to claim defeat. I don't want to. They'll just create a huge sinkhole and nothing happens. I can't create a huge sinkhole. But do we claim defeat with the fact that we can't get the trains to go underwater as beautiful submarines? Is this the first time one of my pointless city skyline experimental videos, the answer returns, can we make trains go underwater? And the answer returns as a no? Well, there's a first thing for everything, boys. There's a first thing for everything. And while I now go and slowly sit in the corner and cry, because the game has finally defeated me. For the first time, I can't break the game's logic and make the trains go underwater. Now I must cry. And on that note, I'll see you guys soon. So, goodbye.